river rose without a sound, took my land and spun it round. I watched it swallow what I'd made. My hands, my sweat just washed away. The house I built, the barn out back, the dreams I stacked, washed off the track. With nothing left but mud and bone, I set out searching for my home. But I won't drown, I won't fold, I'll carve a life from rock and cold. With a back of steel and a heart so strong, I found my place where I belong. With worn out boots and calloused hands, I crossed the broken, flooded lands. Each town I passed, I'd stop and lend my strength to strangers full of friends. Help raise a roof, clear a field, and nod and smile, my only yield. And as I worked, I'd leave a part of hope, of sweat, a piece of heart. I won't drown, I won't fold, I'll carve a life from rock and cold. With a back of steel and a heart so strong, I find my place where I belong. An old man with a broken plow, a young girl lost but stronger now. I'd lift them up and move along, a vagabond with a working song. For every hand that reached for me, I found my purpose, wild and free. Though washed away, I rose again, a wandered man with calloused hands. Through valleys deep and mountains high, beneath an open, endless sky, I found a place where earth was kind, with room to grow, a peace of mind. I built a shack from weathered wood, the soil that felt both rich and good. And in that place I made my stand. The flood was gone, but here I am. I didn't drown, I didn't fold, I carved my life from rock and cold. With a back of steel and a heart so strong, I found my place where I belong. I belong. Now every storm, every rain, I'm standing tall, I'll rise again. For in the flood I found my way, a man reborn from mud and clay. An old man with a broken plow, a young girl lost but stronger now. I'd lift them up, then move along, a vagabond with a working song. For every hand that reached for me, I found my...
Hello, and welcome to the 50th episode of PAX Day. Emphr's Search for Studio. 50 episodes. We're entering the world. Game's been giving me bits trying to log in, so let's see what happens. But 50 episodes. Thank you for enjoying the content. Those of you who have stopped by, I hope to continue casting as much as I can, especially through the launch of the game. So thanks again, much appreciated. If you do like the content, please hit the like button. If you like it so much you want to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. And of course, get notifications. Hit that notification bell. Hit all notifications. And I'll live stream and do other things for sure. All right. Let's see. With all that housekeeping done, I have no idea what I should be doing. Let's see. Did my neighbors finish their... Nah, they just walled it. Okay. Let's see if there's anybody around. There's nobody around. Okay, so I've been up in this area. I've been up in this area because I have a little heart. That's where my heartwood is. Get it. And then, of course, this is my mining area. This should be my mining area as well. If this is depleted, I can always come over here. Let's see. I haven't been up here. I haven't been through that gate either. I'm going to go up into this land I think many of the biomes I'm going to. There's still a couple biomes that I'm still like repeating biomes. That's all right though. Let's see. Oh, that must be the PvP bot gate. Yeah, I think that's how that works. See, there's if you zoom in here, the Pilgrim Gate doesn't have any X's, but here, Gwydion Stone Gate has combat. Interesting. I'd never noticed that before, and maybe that's new. All right, let's figure out what I need to do, and then we can talk. What are we talking about tonight? I know we put some things on the slate that I did want to talk about. I really need carpentry. All right, I know where to go for carpentry. So there should be grapes somewhere. Oh, right here, where the pear is. So I am going to go to that pear and see if there's any more grapes to the west of it. Let's see. That's my caps lock. Let's get some more arrows and food. Not my arrows. Nope, definitely not in there though. There we go. We'll do that and top off that. And of course, we have no use for the hammer, but I will take that. And I have my mining equipment, which will repair. See if I repair everything. Yeah, repair everything. All right, cool. Let's get some food. Do I need potions? Yeah, I should get some potions. I crafted some potions, so why not get them? Here we go. Throw that in there and the healing potion for sure. Do I have any? That's cold or poison resistance. I really want them to come with like you can carry another bat, right? Let's see. Let's see what I can make with this. I can't make anything. I don't have any. I have these potion bottles, but I bet you I need large for any of the good ones. Yeah, that's what I figured. Got the vials. Here's the thought I probably need large. Another large. So what do I have? I have golden poppy. Golden poppy's probably down here somewhere. There it is. Not really worth it. Not worth wasting the vials any longer. What's this one? Oh, stalwart extract. I could do that. I think I have stalwart. Yeah, there we go. And I should have some water somewhere. So I'll make this potion real quick. I don't know if it's as effective as the other potion, but let's see. That's 158, and I have 185. What's that? 171. Oh, I can make more. Let's craft it. See if it happens. It's easy, but that doesn't mean it's going to be an easy. There we go. All right. So I crafted more, and it went right into my stock. So, all right, that's cool. I need more glass containers. Oh, no, these two go in the other one. Put that one as well. Throw these in there. There we go. I'm trying to make raw goods, finished goods. All right. Now we got that all settled. Let's go west. And actually, you know what? I thought I had some stuff cooking in here. Iron ingots. Why would I cook iron ingots? Probably because I could. So I got 10 and oh, I know why I did the 10. The 10 is for the the wrought iron. Wrought iron. Wrought iron. Okay. And then yeah, thought I had some over here. I did a test on the stuff. I'll put these here for now because that case is right on the property line, and I was chest was right on the property line, and I was wondering, I was testing it to see if it would disappear, and it did not. So that's good. I can start using it. Little dev things. What was I looking for? Oh, I know what I was looking for. I was hoping I had glass in here. Yeah, I did. There we go. I think I just need the, I don't know. I need anything else. Let's see. I want the big files, large files. There we go. Craft all three. See, it's very easy. Again, doesn't mean I'm going to succeed. Well, welcome back. 50th episode. I didn't think I'd make it. How do you like the songs? Suno AI up front and Suno AI when we outro. I thought it was pretty cool. Lots to celebrate there. 50 episode. I didn't expect to continue podcasting for 50 episodes, and I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. Got everything. There we go. And of course, I'm going to skin everything on the way. There was something I wanted to talk about today because I was very, you know how you approach life and you're going through the day and you're like, man, you know what? This is really intriguing, or this interests me, right? And you kind of you settle on something that you want to talk about, and of course, when you want to talk about it, you forget about it. Yay! Actually, I'll keep the animal fat. I thought of that. I hate when I run like that. Okay, there's platinum. We'll give him a wave. There we go. He's a neighbor. He's got a lot of stuff. He must be really advanced. Anyway, we take this road all the way to the beach. But yeah, I was thinking, there's always something different about each day. You wake up and you're like, man, it's interesting. All right, here's something that's interesting. I just thought of it because I'm thinking, what problems can I solve? I don't solve any problems. I'm talking on the internet. If we solved problems, that would be kind of cool. And before I forget, let me do the yeah. So is it right to think in those terms? Like, what problems can we solve? Well, as a group, I think as a community, we can solve pretty much anything. If you think about where we've been and where we've come from in history, communities have certainly promoted the most growth and comfort. It's amazing what feats we can achieve when we put our minds to it. Tech, aka air conditioning. And every once in a while, you'll hear me take a pause. That's me drinking the non-sponsored drink for this video called stevia. I missed that. Wow, did he try to come at me? What I'll do is, there we go. I'll bring them both over. It's not gonna take much. And yeah, so air conditioning is beautiful, isn't it? When I grew up, when I was growing up, we didn't have air conditioning, central air especially. So it was definitely an interesting way to grow up. Eventually, we got it. My dad was he really loved my mom, and I'll tell you one thing he was gonna do for her is anything he could to keep her comfortable and happy. I mean, he was amazing. I didn't tell him enough. I don't think. I hope he knows that I looked up to him as much as I did. I told him every once in a while, but I don't think I told him enough. You know what I mean? Well, that brings up a really good point. How many of you believe in an afterlife, whether that's a religious afterlife or just a more I wouldn't say secular afterlife. That's not what I'm looking for. More new age afterlife. The I lost both my parents and my sister so far, so um I am the last of my nuclear family, I suppose, is a way to say it. Which kind of gets lonely if you think about it. I mean, they were the people who knew you, for most of your, well, all of your adolescent and toddler life, right? And that's not to say I have a family now, and I couldn't imagine life without them. I think that's part of the conversation we had yesterday. Really? Well, Fox tried to. Oh, I'm up high on him. Ah, that's cool. Anyway, the yes, I couldn't imagine, but they are my family. I mean, that's not what I'm saying at all. I don't think anybody that grew up um, in a loving family would have an issue with that. I'm getting closer to grapes. Let's check down here. We'll do the old slow walk just in case I do go over them. But yeah, so in the chat, let me know what kind of afterlife. I listen to a lot of, not a lot, but I am interested in NDEs, near death experiences, and I find them intriguing. Like I was talking about most of this channel, I'll always revert to critical thinking, right? I ask the critical thinking questions with NDEs, and it's interesting that different cultures, different people, different parts of the world, they all have very similar NDEs. I mean, very similar NDEs. They call things a little bit different. The symbology of what they're seeing a little bit different. But to me, it seems pretty common. It's pretty amazing stuff, in my opinion. I'm going way too low. I want to go back up because I need to make a left. I need to get up. But yeah, I always found that fascinating. Put in the chat or comments if you how you approach NDEs. Now, let's be fair and positive and everything. Even if you don't believe in NDEs, what about the stories? Are they compelling? Are they, are they good stories? Are they not so good stories? Right? I definitely have mixed feelings on a couple of them, but I was waiting for him to hit me again. But yeah, I approach the NDEs. I think as I get older, especially, I think believing in a higher power is important. And it doesn't have to be God, or we're not talking religion, but somebody or something that has that can't be explained, right? And that's okay. Where is this peach? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Oh, this was the mountain climber that I kept missing yesterday. Yeah, YouTube has a couple channels for near death experience storytelling, and I'm always intrigued by the uh, I wouldn't say moderators. What would you call them? The people who run the channel. A couple. Well, one in particular, he's very neutral. He's very doesn't give you his opinion that often. Every once in a while, he'll give you an opinion, but most of the time, he's holding that opinion to himself. And I think that's really cool. He's like, your belief is your belief, and I'm going to bring you these stories, and you make of them what you will. And if you can relate, great. If you can't relate, okay too. That's all right. And I think that's an approach many people should be taking to life in any situation. I also think about VR in this game would be amazing. As I stray from the topic of NDEs, and you'll find that on my channel a lot. I'm not an organized thinker in those terms. I kind of meander, I wander. I think no, I did mention this on an earlier podcast. I actually thought I want to say the 90s, it was me, um, uh, oh, really? That's all right. Man, I took that potion at Bill's, but I love that 40. That they did a great job allowing you to have like a combo attack. I think that's awesome. Anyway, so I did mention that it was the 90s, I think. I came up with this idea on the internet. It was mostly a website, but at the time, you needed to know some significant programming to actually do anything with websites. Let's see. We'll start our search over here. We're looking for grapes. But yeah, it was called The Wanderer. I had already had it labeled and thought of in my head. But in the 90s, especially, I mean, the amount of coding that you needed to do, and then you had to have a place for people to come to. They didn't have the servers or internet like YouTube or anything like that. So there was a couple different ways to post your site. However, it was not near as many as you have today, right? So but yeah, that's how I wander a lot. So I'm not topic to topic. I try to string them together, but it I don't think I'm very good at it. I try to tie them together. But this game, if we talked a little bit about existence, right, and consciousness, and how this playing a game like this is like having a stream of consciousness, right? Bet you there's grapes up there. That's why that guy's up there. I can't believe I hit him. I'm wondering if those guys are like, man, he's taking a dire wolf, and they're just staying away. Well, one of the things that I want in a game, and I don't know if this game is gonna do it, but one of the things I want in a game is the actual um, VR experience. Well, not the VR experience. Excuse me, AI to be integrated into NPCs, and they did it in Skyrim. I should say they. I should say a coder, a developer, a modder um, applied AI to the some of the named PCs, and it was pretty awesome stuff. I thought, man, this is the game. This is the future of gaming. And now that I look at it more like this game or anything, this doesn't have NPCs. Well, other than the PVE NPCs. But the big part about this game is the way if you did use AI to do something like that, it would be just amazing. Anymore? I like white grapes. Usually, we used to be able to make grape syrup, and they took that away. So that's all right though. I don't like. They replaced it with something, so it's not like I'm like, oh my god, I gotta be careful in these forests. So because of that, he's gonna be up here. Hopefully, I'm scaling up my spear. But can you imagine having LLMs remember the NPCs names and what they do and how good they are at it? And I totally missed that. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it would be pretty cool. And if you added VR to it, I don't think I would leave. It would be, I mean, let me quantify that because or qualify it. When you play these type of games, you have the especially in VR, it doesn't look as real, right? This game looks really good for what it is, but you know it's a game. You can tell it's pixelized. It has a certain art direction, right? Which is good. It's not a slight on the game. It looks good. But if you put on a set of VR goggles, would it look this good? And even if it did, you can definitely tell the difference between this game and real life, right? We're not there yet. However, with all that said, I think it's the absolute it would be absolute awesomeness. And then one of the things that I would definitely tell the players is if the NPC dies, that's it. That is it, right? That NPC is literally gone from the game. So I hope that would promote um, the ability for NPCs to be part of the story, and people would protect them, right, or try to protect them as much as possible. And it would probably give a low level AI for animals would give them a strategy, right? So that would be interesting as well, or probabilistic, probabilist. I'm not going to say it. Statistical abilities, right? To interpret what you so your fights aren't out of the can for PvE. They're more of a PvP type of more PvE driven or PvP driven, but they're PvE. I think that would be kind of cool. I think that game would be a AAA title. I think that game would be played by everybody, especially if it's a massive multiplayer online game, because your NPCs are now like shopkeepers and farmers, and you know it would just be an amazing experience, especially in this game because they have everything set for something like that. And I think it would be just a wicked awesome game if they could do that. I don't think they have any plans for that. And because it's on a server, you wouldn't be able to mod it without their blessing, right? The developer's blessing. But after a while, if they could do that, the NPCs could learn to fight and just, you can teach them, have relationships with them. And then as players, right, you have a bar or a tavern you go into, you sit down and you have conversations with the NPCs. I think that would be amazing. Man, it came out from me at two different directions. Holy crap. But yeah, the overall game would be, I don't think it would be that immense. I think the servers for the LLM and understanding and remembering all of the characters, I don't know if I don't think that would be as hard as we think, because we have an example of ChatGPT remembering things that I tell it, right? If I tell it to remember certain things, it'll be like, yeah, let me remember that for you. And then if I ask it, hey, remember that thing I did in another conversation within your structure? And be like, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we're farming soup. I don't know. It's a low level component, honestly, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Ultra is more useful now than it was, but let's see what it'll yield here. Can I go into another biome already? Yeah, I'm close to the other biome. I really want the grapes though, so we'll head back into the other biome. Yeah. So someday I will actually get enough people that are skilled to follow me in doing that very thing. Having a medieval world, probably. Well, I could do it with anything. It doesn't matter at that point. Space games are a little bit more complex, right? Medieval world, like in this one, you don't even have horses yet, which I'm sad. I think they will get horses eventually because their map is freaking immense. Horses would be nice, to say the least. They are coming up with farming. It's on the roadmap, so I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I am totally down for that, because once you can get like seeds of a plant and you can plant those seeds and foster the plants, and you don't have to go 20,000 miles. Is that all grapes? That might be. No, just bushes. I was hoping that would have been like gold bud. All right, let's see. So it would be, I think, and we talked about society and social anxiety a little bit when we were talking about how people play games, right? And it's not necessarily that they play the game that's the bad part of the story. It's how long they play the game and if they get dopamine rushes after dopamine rushes, right? And many countries, we've gone over this as well. Many countries have legislated. There's steady mind. What is steady mind? Let's look that up. There it is. Golden poppy, water in a vial. Oh, what does it do? If only. All right, so it's just a potion. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, so we have to be careful on games for sure. And it's interesting that Star Trek: The Next Generation actually had an episode about the holodeck and the holosuite having a an addictive uh, component to it. I think it was Barclay who yeah, I think it was Barclay who actually had the addiction. But yeah, that was interesting to me because it made sense, right? I'll keep. I don't need any of that. If anybody comes to this spot, they're gonna be like, "Oh my!" That's not what I wanted. There we go. And I'll get rid of that. I don't need that or that. All right. Let's continue to look for grapes. Need more grapes. 50 episodes. I can't get over that. I'm sorry. That's awesome. Thanks for joining if you are. 50 episodes. That is crazy to me. Absolutely. Pick this up. I don't really need it. There they are. I like how you can hear them. Hope I don't hiccup. The lag on a cliff. You died. Crap. Why? Lag. It really was lag. I didn't do it. So yeah, social aspects of an MMO, I think are actually beneficial. I actually did I write a paper on that? And I keep saying like actually, so excuse me on that. Golly, I really have to take more courses on communication. That is the most annoying thing. Every so often I edit or review the streams and I'm very disappointed in my speech. I'm like, ah. I tell people I try to give people advice and I'm doing exactly what they should that I'm telling them not to do. It's a decent component right there. It's hard to find usually. And in the last game it was like in the most dangerous forests like ever. And that is the advantage of walking through these forests. Not to mention you don't run up and surprise yourself with things that can kill you, which is also nice. Yeah, the overall, the I still think gaming and an article either I think I wrote it. I can't remember. I've written so many articles. I have to go back and review which ones I've actually written. Or not actually written, but actually published. There we go. That's the word. Where you could use games as leadership tools. If you think about, don't really need strawberries. If you think about games, especially MMOs, if you want to be in the game and have a clan and be part of a clan, you have to be able to have some type of leadership skills or some kind of communicative skills, right? And honestly, both are okay. I gotta wait. There we go. I don't need these. There we go. So the premise or the theory is companies can use games to foster leadership, initiative, um, innovation, all kinds of different skills just from the games themselves. The ability to pick out things from detailed terrain, right? Or the ability to craft or be patient when you're leveling. All are good indicators of leadership or good attributes to have as a leader. And I don't think the company need to allow the person to play during the game during the day. However, with that said, there is something to be said for, or we should say, that companies will allow their employees little free time just to do whatever. Like, let's say I take an hour and I play this game during the day. Well, not only am I refreshed, but I might be thinking about something that had been troubling me that I couldn't get past during the day. Well, and there was a block, whether a writer block or any kind of block, right? And as I'm playing a game, especially one that makes me think, I now have the ability to calm my mind. I'm not worried about work as much, right? So if you think about productivity in terms, especially if you were in a field, trying to choose my words really carefully, especially if you're in a field that uses innovation and imagination, you need to give yourself and your brain a rest periodically. Has anyone, and I'll follow this up with, has anyone ever woken up in the middle of the night, or I say in the middle of the night, but at any time in the night, you go, I just realized something. I highly advise, I totally advise putting a piece of paper next to your bed with a pen or a pencil, because any ideas that you do come up with, and since you're awake anyway, you should write down. It doesn't happen often, but if you have it ready, you'll be able to throw it together and put it down on paper right away, which I think is phenomenal, right? Oh, one of the things that I learned, which was really cool, was the author of Alice in Wonderland. I can't remember their name, but it doesn't matter because it's cool. The idea was he would have a template for his journal, and it was dark out, right? So, oh man, I don't want to waste arrows. I'm surprised that one didn't land. Huh. Okay. I came up to him. I tried to lead him. Why did I try to lead him? There, I didn't try to lead him. There we go. I was hoping I'd get more hits on him, but alas, I'll take the damage. Anyway, so they came up with this template that was like a squares, and it was just squares. What he had to remember, or they had to remember, I can't remember who, but you know what? I have access to the internet, and I'm not even looking it up. Let me do this real quick. Let's see what I want to do. There we go. Who wrote Wonderland? Let's see. Lewis Carroll. That was it. What was his method to record things when awoke from sleep? A nighttime writing tablet. So basically, it was a small slate and a stylus that allowed him to write in half when he was half asleep to retain him, right? But the way he did it was genius. The squares represented, he had a uniform way of writing, right? So he would write on one line. He wouldn't deviate from. Ooh, that's a all right. I thought that was a bear there for a second. I was like, what the hell? Anyway, so in these squares, he would create shapes and dots, and corner A to corner B meant something, that kind of thing, which I thought was brilliant because if you think about when you're asleep, you don't have time to turn on a light and look at the paper because it's dark usually, especially when Lewis Carroll was around. But ultimately, what I'm trying to get at is find your niche. But I want to actually look on how he did it precisely because I thought it was a really good idea. And when it's dark out and you don't want to turn on the light and disturb anybody that you're sleeping with, your well, i.e., your wife, then you can certainly use it for that, and then get your thought down, jot it down. I know many of us. What the heck are they? They look like. I think they're the Zevians. Yeah, let me do this. Oh, Whispering Souls. Oh, yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't need Whispering Souls right now. They're mean. They are really mean. What's this? Green apples. I'll take green apples. Walk through here because I have no idea what a Whispering Soul and how far they actually move from their. What is that? That's it. Wow. This is kind of a cool area. It is very scary, though. Very noisy. So yeah, if you ever had a thought in the middle of the night, which I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the chat. I bet everybody, or in the comment section. Really? I bet everybody has had nights like that where you just think of something that's completely relevant. Death cap, death cap, death cap. Nope. Cap, yes. They used to be all over my forest floor near my house, but I'll pick some up. But yeah, I keep saying but. Go ahead and get me in the chat with that if I continue to do it on the 50th episode as well. Telling you, I can't win for losing. Back to leadership and games. So when you're thinking, or let me pause and let me say this: leadership and management are two different things. Period. End of story. Those like steps, huh? Let's see if I can use them. I don't know what kind of creatures are in here either. In the other game, the world was adds a creature. What is it though? I love that you can aim at it. That's still only a dire wolf. I say only. Let's take that before I take it on. So management and leadership are two different things. Keep that in mind. A manager is not a leader sometimes. You have a different you have different leadership styles, but management is management. Now, can a manager be a good leader? Yes. Can a leader be a good manager? Yes. But I believe they're two distinct styles. Oh, well, they're not styles. They're differences. I could put somebody that is not trained for leadership in a management role, manage a process, manage a floor, right? There's all kinds of things I can have that manager do, but I don't expect him to lead, right? Or that should be the least of my expectations, honestly. What did I just drop? Sinew. Is that? No, it wasn't that. I dropped something that was actually. I shouldn't have dropped. Maybe? Yeah. I guess I won't ever get it back. All right. All right. Let's continue on before I give up the goodwill of killing the direwolf. So he doesn't come back at me. Don't need black trumpets for sure. Red onions now. Got plenty of red onions. Is that another animal? Wow, it's kind of a scary area. So, developing leadership skills in a game, absolutely, 100%. I think it'd be, depending on the game, of course, I think it could be very useful for some people to take time out. And one of the things my hypothesis would be is put somebody into a game they wouldn't normally play and see how they socialize, how they act. What is the overall what is the overall look of the person, right? So skull caps. All right. Oh, what that omens. I never met him before. He's invisible to me, that's for sure. That's the first time I encountered him. I've been in there before. Heck was an omen. If he's invisible, I don't think I could. It still is wicked to me that people. These are. They gotta be players. Yeah, they're players. What they're attacking is beyond me. It's all right though. Now that I know that an omen is a player. If you're in the comments, go ahead and put what your favorite game is. What do you like playing? MMOs, RPGs, MMORPGs. I love MMORPGs. I like how they're like armor fitted, and I'm like in leather armor, sort of leather armor, I might add. I don't think they do anything. The Baypole. Man, this is a crazy type of environment. Love it though. I love the game, the way the designers do things. And this is what I mean by creating worlds, right? That the player, can walk through and actually interact with. And then your job, right? Your job is something that needs to, you do things differently. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at my journal, not for recipes, ingredients. There it is. Oh, so I need it for fatty boar stew. So it's not really a big one for me. You know what? If I have the room, I'll pick them up. It's a new ingredient. It wasn't in the last game. Uh, Here's a perfect example I just thought of. It's the inventory management. What is worth it for you to carry? What is not worth it for you to carry? Crazy, right? But totally a skill that you would want your leaders or individual contributors to have, right? As they're going through these different quests and different worlds and all this other stuff, you would want them to have the ability to be able to quickly determine what is needed and what is not needed as they control their inventory. Yeah, that's interesting. What were those two players doing in there? That was just weird. Very weird. Now we're at the limestone area. So I might walk through here as well. Yeah. 50 episodes. I can't get over it. 50. Well, and I have other shows I've tailored off for sure. Meaning, Throne and Liberty, I haven't gone back to. It reminds me too much of WoW. And meaning, you'd really just go out, quest, go back, you fight random things. And it's pretty much not a it's just not enjoyable for me. Even if I got into guilds, they would want me to be there at a certain time. Clans, I think, are going to be a little bit different because you don't go on clan raids. But you might say, hey, when are you going to play? Let's go get a party and go up to this area and see what we can defeat, you know? Those are the types of things I'm okay with. Trying to go around those things so I don't have to fight them. Just looking for resources. That is all. So how do you feel about games and the applicable nature to any skill or any real world application? Put it in the comments. I'd like to hear from you. Oh, and stop by LinkedIn. I do a lot of articles. So I will do articles again for sure. What can I drop here? I can drop Orcus for sure. Always pick up lime since I'm here. Inventory full, huh? Oh, not full. It's probably just Blizzard Stone. Yeah. They call it the poor man's diamond, do they? Green apple. I'm basically I don't have an idea what to use that for. That's why the question marks. That's pretty cool. What can I drop though? Got hops. Can't really drop anything. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I don't need Blizzard Stone right now anyway. And I think I'm already up to my limestone. Yeah, I almost got 100. I'm probably high marshmallow, high mallow. What can I drop for high mallow? Oh, suet, definitely. That's not even a no-brainer. If there's any more around here. Oh, not fennel. Don't care about fennel. All right, cool. I actually found a new plant that I had never thought I'd see. Well, because I didn't know about it. It's probably a good way of framing that, huh? What's this? Granite, which I can't do anything with until I get a steel pickaxe. Oh, rosemary. I need rosemary. What can I get? What can I drop? What can I drop? That's animal fat. I have wolf carcasses. What can I drop? Animal hide. I have 5 extra death caps. Garlic. Garlic's everywhere. Rosemary, on the other hand, is not everywhere. Yeah, rosemary is definitely not everywhere, so I will pick it up when I can. Even in the old game, it wasn't ever anywhere that you could find really easily. Fennel was everywhere. Yeah. See what I mean? So if I want granite, I have to come to this area. It's interesting in the old game, or the old world, I should say. Let me refer to the old world. If I was walking through here, I would encounter all kinds of wandering monsters. But in this world, I don't, which is fine by me. I'm okay with that. I don't want to because I'd rather explore, right? If I wanted to fight, I'll go get the PvE stuff. Well, wandering monsters aren't a bad thing either. But where they had them, you could always tell they would always be there. And that's not a wandering monster to me. If they wandered this plane, that'd be kind of cool. Like at random until somebody killed them. That'd be actually kind of cool. That's Flint Rock. What was that on my right? More Flint Rock. Okay. What is that in front of me? Ooh, elderberry. Can I drop anything else? I'm finding all the cool stuff. I'm thinking about dropping one of these things. You know what? I can get animal fat anywhere. But I can't get elderberry everywhere. Alright. That's rye. I can get rye in other places. Alfalfa. I don't think I have enough room. Oyster mushroom. I'm trying to think. You know what? I'll get rid of the wolf carcass because I think I have a ton of wolf carcass. I love the wind that picks up and you're like, holy crap, is something coming? That was right. Okay. We'll head to the forest. Let's see what we have. Oh, that's a bear. That's probably a black bear of some sort. Gray bear. I can't even take a brown bear or a black bear. So we are not going to take that bear. That kind of wandering monster I'm okay with. The kind that are intelligent are the ones I'm not really totally okay with. Is that another bear? Holy crap, look at all the bears. Is that an old boar? I can take an old boar. I cannot take an old boar right now. Because I knew once I was ready, old boars have wool. I don't really need any wool. One thing I did want to try out. Where am I? I'm up here somewhere. There I am. Let us try. What is it? No, it's not that. What is it? Tea? Yeah, here we go. Let's see where we go. I've wanted to try this coming to a new world, so basically teleports you to the home your home shrine. I don't like the fact that it has to reload them. Let me rephrase. I'm okay with it. I just there's a certain part of me who is like, I hope I make it because the game's been kind of unstable. And I am just going straight. Yeah, a couple people decided it was a good idea to put up uh, or place roots down just down the shrine area. Interesting. I tried to go as far away of it, not as far away, but I was trying to find the edge so I could actually. Is this one of those areas where I can't? Okay, that's all right. We'll go around. All right. Next topic of conversation. Anybody? Let's see. Let me. You know what? I'm going to do a true wandering fashion here. There are 5 topics. Let's see. Let ChatGPT be the guider of the. All right. Actually, the psychology of color is kind of cool. Um, it just how colors influence mood, behavior, every even decision making, interior design, and this goes into a deeper conversation actually, because there have been studies that say absolutely these have an effect on your psyche. And again, once again, I want to invite everybody to look at these studies, use what I taught yesterday, and evaluate the studies in accordance with what we talked about yesterday. Because studies in them themselves don't mean anything. So I highly advise you going out and actually looking at the studies and taking them apart. I I see the little human running in the distance, and I'm like, oh no, it's all right. It's just a blare. That's an interesting design. I think I'm in the right direction. I have to stop. He's going after the boar. Now I'm looking at my map. Yeah, I'm heading the right way. I just gotta get this way. Yeah, so colors are very interesting, and there are many studies that provide guidance on like what color to wear in order to invoke certain things, right? It's very interesting the way we view color. Ah, crap. Yeah, there's 2 of them. I can't take 2. maybe if I do this. Yeah, did they already? Yeah, they already went back. Venus was not happy with me. Or Veros. All right. Are you serious? Just looking for the skinning rights. Heck, there's a lot of people around me, and that are just. That's all right. Let's continue. I didn't die, so that's good. Did I get both of them? That's crazy. Did I actually pick up intestines? No. Yeah. So colors are what's interesting to me about colors and the conversation about yellows and reds and blues and how they make you quote unquote feel is the fact that colors, well, yeah, let me throw it to ChatGPT. Put in a chart colors and their meanings in behavior and decision making. Let's see if it does it. I'll be kind of curious, honestly. It did it. Awesome. Like AI is the best assistant you can, not the best, although it's really good. Sorry, people who are assistants out there. I'm sure you're very good at what you do. However, for a quick ask, maybe a wingman, maybe that's what I'm trying to articulate. So red, energy, passion, excitement, urgency, danger, maybe. I bet you the combination of red and black equal danger. Can stimulate impulse decisions often used in sales or clearance, prompt a quick action associated with warning or caution. So if you think about the decision making part, not the meaning and behavior, but the decision making part, when you look at sales signs, what do you see usually? Well, you see red signs, right? Sales signs are normally red. So if you think about it, think about it in terms just in those instances, right? We have some validation with the evidence. We have evidence with everything provided, right? Or those two things, I should say, provided. Ah, he did go. I didn't think I'd get him, but I didn't want to get him actually. That would have been a run and a half for me. He's coming right there. There we go. I gotta go find him. This is just for scanning people. I don't care that I'm leaving stuff behind. There's no way. If I got that, I was gonna guffaw. I'd have been like, yeah. And for those of you who don't know what a guffaw is, it's a hockey term. An old hockey term. Oh, I totally missed that. That's all right. Should be around here. That's where all the blood is. There we go. I love the fact that I'm just skinning. That's all I'm. It's a new skill. I need to skill it. All right. So we've already determined. We've already determined that red has evidence that supports the decision making, and many associate red roses with passion or excitement, love, right? Or not necessarily love. It's the passion, the lust part. White, actually, I would be more inclined to say that's more passion or love. Pure white, right? Blue, calm, trust, reliability, professionalism. Okay, I can see that. Encourages trust and security, often used by banks and corporations to build loyalty and credibility. That is very interesting because you also see this in police uniforms and in many fire uniforms, right? The blue is a definite aspect to the color of the uniform. It might be really dark blue, but it's still blue, right? Let's see. Green, hospital, or green is health, growth, tranquility, and nature. Well, that makes sense. I mean, that's intuitive, right? I see green. I'm actually more common with green. Promotes feelings of relaxation and balance, calm, right? Often associated with eco-friendly products and sustainability, can encourage longer and more thoughtful decisions. So, if you're looking to make a room, a thinking room, greens look like a good color for you. Let's see. Yellow, happiness and optimism, warmth, grabs attention quickly and can create a sense of optimism, often used to highlight information, but may lead to impatience in decisions if overused. Hmm. Okay. I wouldn't have thought that. I would not have thought that. Okay, what else do we got? Black, power, sophistication, elegance, mystery. If you think about a lot of men and women who wear suits or dark black colors, they give that air of power or sophistication, right? That makes sense. Uh, Elegance, mystery. The mystery part I could actually see on the Western Hemisphere. Many funerals are attended by people who wear black, and that lends an air of mystery, right? The mystery, the black veil. Um, Used to convey luxury and exclusivity, often encourages a sense of premium value in products. If you look at a lot of your cars, the black cars, or many black what other products are black? Go ahead and put them in the chat. There's a lot of luxury products that are black. Why is that white? Why are they white? Is it the wonder if that's a glitch? I'm okay with it. What do I need to do? Some of this is food stuff, so let's go put the food stuff away. I'm liking my house so far. I just gotta finish it until I get my carpentry skill up. I can't finish it the way I want to finish it, so I'm not gonna finish it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Rosemary goes here. Elderberry goes here. Oyster mushrooms go there. We knew that one goes there. Death caps go. That's up there. Let's look up high mallow real quick. High mallow. And remember, we left off at black. But I really want to know what high mallow does. High mallow, there we go. Mallow extract. So it's an alchemy. Okay. All right. High mellow. So that is there. Alfalfa. Maybe I should just. Oh, it's right there. Good. That's an extract. That's an extract. What does Black Trumpet give me? Shank stew. Okay. Blueberry is. Oh, I know the recipes. Maybe that's what it is. If I know the recipes, it would give it to me. Huh, maybe. If I don't know the recipes, used in that, used in that. High mellow, poppy, elderberries is yeah. Let's see what else. Limestone. Everything I've already built. Okay. What else? Oh, meadow sweet can be used in extract or grilled meat. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, grain, I know what that is. Rosemary, definitely here. The sage used for? Oh, it's just a stone planter. Awesome. Thank you. Soapwort. That's all. That is all. Yeah. All right. Let's see. So do I have any of those? High melon, alfalfa, ultra leaves. Oh, ultra fruit. I didn't check the ultra fruit. That's D. Extract. Okay. I could put hops here though, because I know hops is not a thing. Okay, that was a kitty interruption. Sorry about that. All right, let's see. So this actually can go back into my inventory because I'll bring it back up to death caps. I know for a fact are up. What about green apples? I never looked at green apples. Green apples. Green apples. Oh, oh, oh. Green apples. That's not the thing. Come on. Oh, what am I doing? It's a question mark. We have no idea what green apples do. That's all right. Nothing. Okay. They don't do anything. Of course, they do something, but I'm not sure what they do. Let's put the green apple here. And everything else, I think, goes up. Well, this will stay here. White grapes are carpentry. So these stay together. Everything else except for that and that. Okay. All right, let's go. Yeah, everything else is a wow. I got a lot of alchemy stuff. I'm okay with that. I love these stairs. I'm gonna say it every time I walk up them. So sorry. Forgive me. Literally everything here. That one, 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 and that one. Cool. Which means I have plenty for carpentry, including the limestone. Do I have 5 of those? No, I have 4. That's a shame. If I had one more, I was killing a lot of animals on the way back. Let's see what I can make for carpentry out of these grapes. I'm hoping a decent amount of stuff because in order to craft what I want to craft, there we go. I need now level 33 at least. So I need 8,000 more. Let's see what happens. Where am I? Here. I need water. Okay. I got plenty of water. We'll get back to the colors here in a second. This break is brought to you by skilling. Something that every adventurer needs to do. I think the other one was 10. Now I'm getting 20. I don't know. I don't care. I just love it. I love it. All right. Here we go. Now I should be lit. Okay. I get 27 of those, 27 of those, 27 of those, 27 of those, 27. So it doesn't matter. Okay. So, but what I'll end up doing is getting one of each so I can actually do something with them artistically. White. Go back to colors. Purity, simplicity, cleanliness, and peace. That makes sense. Doves are white. Purity. Like I said, the rose purity associated with minimalism and hygiene often leads to feelings of trust and a focus on simplicity in decision making. Doctors, they're big ones, right? That's a big profession that does weight, right? I'm just going down. If I were to do this any other way, I wouldn't have the combination. And I'm not getting much. Definitely not going to get my carpentry skill up anytime soon at this rate. That sucks. To get 2,000, I would need, well, maybe. There we go. Level 32. It's going to take a while. Am I done? Yeah, I'm done. Okay. That's good, though. All right. Where can I put all of this stuff? I'm going to have to put them over here because I literally don't have anything to put these in. And I'm not going to hang them just yet. And I'll keep that there as well in that. Because I don't think I can use the limestone in anything that would be substantial to. Nah, I'd only get 3, and I literally don't have any yellows, so I can't even get a halfway decent amount of experience points. I think they failed a little bit on trying to keep people at the level, and I'm not dogging them, but I get why they did it. Not upset whatsoever. Not what I'm saying. Now I can figure out. All right, I'm back up to a decent amount. And yes, I got cheap straight logs. Where's my beams, though? Fine wooden beams. Yeah, fine wooden beams. Yeah, this is it. But what? Beam. A log beam. And this is a, I don't know. I'm back up to a little bit of it anyway. I got one more level before I get, cool, I got those back. I got a few different things here, which I think that's all of them. All right, I'm pretty much up to where I should be. Okay. All right. That makes me happy. All right, so white. I think everybody can relate to that color. Right? We all have this natural inclination to these colors and what they mean. Purple, creativity, luxury, spirituality, and freedom, or wisdom. In this one, I can totally see this because there's a lot of purples with uh like Buddhists have a lot of purples and reds on them. They also the Catholic Church has a lot of purples in a lot of their symbology, garments and vestments and stuff like that. Luxury, well, spirituality, or no, I'm sorry, wisdom. Kings used to have purple for wisdom, right? Create a sense of sophistication and intrigue, often used in beauty and creative products. Encourages a more imaginative approach in decisions. That's interesting. I wonder what combinations do. But let's get through some of these colors real quick. We'll take a break from the game just to as we'll let it sit there for three other colors. So orange, enthusiasm, friendliness, and femininity. Sorry, moving back. Strike that. We will put a femininity is pink, not orange. We're still on orange. Enthusiasm, friendliness, and energy. Simulate social interaction and enthusiasm, often used to encourage action, like buy now buttons, but less intense than red. Huh. I'm gonna have to think of some examples of that one. Enthusiasm, friendliness, orange, orange. Yeah, I can't really think anything that makes it moves me in it. We'll say it now, right? Because everybody's thinking it. Each color has a different frequency, and the varying colors or the shades of colors have varying frequencies. Each are going to impact at us differently because our eyes pick up colors differently, slightly differently, but differently. Some have color blindness, right? So they pick up colors completely differently. Doesn't mean they can't see. They can't. Well, it means they can't see a color, but it's usually a shade of another. So they see a color. It's not an absence of existence. Like, oh, that's an invisible item because I can't see color. No, they see shape, they see the form, they see the shade, right? Pink, compassion, nurturing, femininity, and warmth. Absolutely. Everybody I think can nail that one down. Evokes a feeling of comfort, compassion, commonly used in products targeted at a younger or more feminine audience, encourages gentle, emotionally influenced decisions. Gray, neutrality, practicality, professionalism. Associated with practicality and sophistication, often used to add a modern, sleek feel, can encourage neutral, balanced decision making without strong emotional influence. That's interesting. And let's just add the frequency range of each color in another column. I love doing the adding things when I'm looking at uh, an AI because it gives you a sense of what is they're using a frequency rate. What is That's what I thought. It just, I didn't want to believe it. All right, so it's using terahertz, which I wouldn't have thought. I guess it makes sense because it's electromagnetic spectrum. I mean, that's what we're doing, right? Red is the lowest, 400 to 488. Energy, passion, excitement. Think about all the spiritualism that you have encountered. So, and the way I've encountered it is the lower levels of existence are ruled by passion, emotion. Interesting. And a lot of the teachings say you need to go to a higher frequency, right? I wonder if somebody learned about the electromagnetic spectrum, applied those concepts to the philosophy of spiritualism. Let's see if black is the absence of visible light. So yeah, colors are interesting. Visual colors are different than art colors, right? So black is the absence of visible light, whereas black in art is the combination of all colors. It's explainable, meaning when you're looking at paint, it's reflecting everything, or it's absorbing every color but the one it's reflecting. Make sense? So if it's reflecting nothing, it looks black, the absence of light, but you're putting all the colors together, right? So you're adding all the colors together in order to create the black because it's reflecting nothing. Interesting, right? Let's see what else is white is the combination of all visible frequencies. White light can be dissected, if you will, by a prism, meaning if you shine a light through a prism, you'll gain the rainbow. What is the rainbow? It's the electromagnetic spectrum. All but not the entire thing. Depending on the light that you put through it, it's going to have missing components. And science noticed this. And they actually are able to determine what is limiting the frequency, meaning which frequency is missing, identifies a material, which I thought was brilliant. Let's see. Purple just happens to have the range of 668 to 789. The joke is apparent, but I'm not going to say it. If you think of spirituality, you're thinking 777, right? Sometimes, not all the time, but in numerology, 777 is a spiritual number, or it's a sacred number, right? So that's interesting. And then, of course, orange is actually a really low frequency. I didn't realize how low it was. It's 484 to 508. So it's just above red. That makes sense. It should be next to red in the electromagnetic spectrum. Pink is a combination of red and violet frequencies. So it's a combination of those frequencies. Interesting. Once again, we're talking about how two different ways of looking at light. Well, two different ways to getting at the same answer. So the combination of red and violet gives you pink. Very interesting. If we superimpose our beliefs, superimpose what we know as common sense, if you will, to these colors and what we see in nature. Gray, a mix of black and white, no specific frequency. It amazes me when you think philosophically, gray is usually neutral. So it is a mix between black and white, it makes sense that there's no specific frequency. Since black is the absence of all light, and white is the combination of all frequencies. Then if you mix the two, you get gray, which means you have a variable frequency, really. There's no specific frequency. How interesting. Yeah, very interesting. So the next question logically to ask is, if we paint a room two different colors, what will that, let's be specific, what effect on decision making would that be? What effect on decision making could it yield? I'm asking the probability. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, AI is statistics. I just want you to, I don't want you to throw that. It's an advanced statistical algorithm. Let's see. Blue and yellow promotes calm, trust, and rationality, while yellow adds energy and optimism. Together, they can create a balanced environment where people feel both motivated and grounded. This combination may help situations requiring creativity with a touch of analytical thinking, like brainstorming or collaboration and decision making. That's pretty cool. But these aren't absolute. Remember, we have varying degrees of the frequency, which have varying degrees of effect on us. I just thought it was an interesting topic. I like to associate things that we talk about with actual metaphysical or physical attributes of the universe. Color is a thing. We are influenced by color. Why? That is a good question. Why are we influenced by color? Well, if it's a frequency, and everything is a frequency, mind you, everything is made up of the electromagnetic spectrum, right? So from our skin to our atoms vibrate at a certain frequency, albeit much higher than terahertz, right? We're talking the vibrations are incredibly high. Well, let's ask. Let's, because I don't know the science behind it, but I would assume, right? What do atoms vibrate at? What is the frequency? I wanted to say, what is the frequency, kind of so bad right there. But ChatGPT would not have appreciated that joke. So, and here you go. So solids are 1 to 10 terahertz. Molecules can occur, for instance, vibrations in water molecules can occur around 20 terahertz. So that when they vibrate at specific patterns, infrared range, atomic vibrations often correspond with infrared region of the electromagnetic spectrum, which spans from approximately 0.3 to 400 terahertz. Interesting. So I think we're what I said was somewhat true. It would definitely, in my mind, might be worth investigating. What kind of experiment could we set up, right? Those are the things that I think about. Welcome to my mind, the Wanderer. And because of that, we are going to see about what we're going to do next. These experience points to the next level are just outrageous sometimes. These are set so high, the woodcutting and mining are set so high as not to be able to level again, because 41 is just, it's the top right now in the game. They haven't coded for above level 41. I think they want to go to a level 100. They haven't said, though. That would be my assumption. Level 100 would be the appropriate level. But if you get leatherworking, for example, is 1 million, and you get maybe 2,000 per build, Ooh, I don't even want to calculate that right now. My brain is mush thinking about it. All right. With that said, I think tonight we've gone over our time again, but it's enjoyable. It really is. I like talking to everybody. I hope in the future we'll have an interactive chat that we can bounce ideas off of. Just have fun with it. Like, who knows if I'm right? Who knows if I'm wrong? It'd be nice to just bounce it off of someone or many people, and we could just go wild. One of the things that I truly believe is that if you go wild with your thoughts, you might discover something different, something new, something that wasn't thought of before. So keep that in mind as well. Enjoy the channel. I really enjoy bringing it to you. Next show or the next podcast or the next cast, the next cast. Next cast should be, I want to say Friday. That's probably the next time I'll be able to be able to sit down for at least an hour for you to enjoy our conversation, enjoying the show. So Friday at 8 Eastern Standard Time. No, 9 Eastern Standard Time. 9 Eastern Standard Time is when I'll start. I know it's a Friday. I hope you hang out with me. Enjoy your Friday. And if you want, throw it in the comment section. If you want to start playing PAX Day, I highly advise it. Get on the server that I am, and we can play together. And as we are playing together, people will be able to see your chats in my chat box on the screen as we stream our adventures. And hopefully we can take care of a bear with 2 of us. But until you get up to speed, I'll be there for you, as a good neighbor would be. Until then, a couple other housekeeping. We'll end with a Suno AI collaborated music with at the end here. I will be trying to create a video for some of the songs that I'm producing with Suno AI in conjunction with Suno AI. The lyrics are modified by me. Suno AI does not write the lyrics, but I do not write them all myself. The ideas are mine. Suno creates the music, but I thought with some of the songs, they sound really good and I want to share them, but I also want to share them with a video. So I'm trying to find out how I can create a movie video, or not a movie, a moving video or a video for this song itself. I think I found a program, but it costs a little bit a month, but I'm going to try it anyway, see, but I will only be able to do maybe 2 videos a month, which would be all right, I think, at the start. I don't think we should, and I'll have my own music channel for that. On here, on this cast, I might debut a couple songs and then put a video on them to them later. Also, I'm still thinking about doing an Elite Dangerous podcast as well, to see if anyone's interested in Elite Dangerous. And then there is another game coming out I might throw in the mix. And I forget what it's called right now, but it's another open world game. So I hope you join me for these games and our conversations. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, comment, ask questions, or just tell me. Give me statements. Give me what you want on the next podcast on Friday. Also, let's see, hit that like button, the bell, hit the bell, get all the notifications again. Until next time, we'll see you then. Until next time, stay safe, and also keep everybody in your thoughts and keep them safe as well. They are our neighbors, so hopefully we can look out for them. Have a good one, everyone.
With every step, a lesson learned. From fire's heat to the fields I've turned. The blade and bow, the forge and flame. I sharpen my skills, I play the game. Each day brings a challenge I must face. I train my hands with careful grace. From alchemy's art to the hunter's way, I'll find the strength to seize the day. I carve my path, I walk the line, in the shadow of the ancient sign. Through trial and toil I'll find my way, learning more with each passing day. The skill of survival, the will to thrive, in a world where the strong survive. I'll face the night, I'll take the chance. I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild and the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to fight. From the herbs I find to the iron I mold, each lesson learned is a story told. The stars above, they guide my hand. As I hold my craft, I take my stand. In the quiet woods, in the mountains chill, I push myself, I shape my will. With each new tool and every lore, I'm stronger now than I was before. I carve my path, I walk the line, in the shadow of the ancient sign. Through trial and toil I'll find my way, learning more with each passing day. The skill of survival, the will to thrive, in a world where the strong survive. I'll face the night, I'll take the chance. I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild and the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to fight. The road is long, but I won't turn back. The lessons I learned keep me on track. With each new skill, the stronger I grow. In the face of the storm, I let my courage show. I've tasted defeat, I felt the sting, but I rise again with each new spring. For knowledge is power, and wisdom the key. I'm forging my path, I'm breaking free. The skill of survival, the will to thrive, in a world where the strong survive. I'll face the night, I'll take the chance. I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild and the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to fight.